going to be incredible. 10 seconds. Every ultramarathon changes something about you. G'day runners, come join me on the experience that is the Surf Coast Century. G'day, yeah, Jason Montfort in the 100.
Have a great run.
Started training for this 14 weeks ago. I want to run sub 12 hours and win the 1 litre beer stein. Turn back the clock, 10 years. I'm 46 years old now, have much bigger life commitments, more time restrictions. It's going to be a hard ask. Right, it's 10 past 4. I've got 50 minutes before race start. It says it's 12 degrees, but there's a bit of wind out. It says wind chill is taking it down to 5 degrees. I'm going to start with my jacket on and gloves. The top temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. And it's going to be incredible. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. "13 kilometres in. Of course, it's looking good. The sunrise, it's absolutely beautiful.
And you're done. Go, go, go!
Right, just out of checkpoint 2, and that's the end of leg 1 of 4. Came through at 2 hours 30. That's about 15 minutes slower than I thought it'd be. Puts me right on average pace to hit 12 hours. But given how the course goes in the second half, not sure how this race is going to go now. Feeling all right.
Good job, buddy, runner!
Cheers, mate. Hey, look at that. All Right, about 27k in. Look, the time's coming back in a good way after that first leg. So I think it was more terrain and a couple of bottlenecks.
Mate, you did very well.
All right, 38 kilometers in, and I'm feeling the lack of volume and lack of length in the long runs. The main climbs, I'm walking, averaging 7:18 per K for the whole distance so far. That's slower than 12 hours. My nutrition was well practiced, well dialed in. I've done it for years, I've fine-tuned it. This time, it wasn't working. Oh. It's water, isn't it?
Water, yeah.
Awesome. Start.
Oh, he's got the bowls, he's ready to go.
I've had them out for a while.
Thank you. 6:25 out of the checkpoint 4, so halfway, and now behind anticipated, but it's just going to be a slow one today.
Well done, Jason. Well done, mate.
Hey, mate. Cheers. So my left hamstring isn't being too friendly. We're right now in the steep hills, which is a bit of a blessing because you need to hike these spots. This section is about 6 kilometres worth of climbing. It gets steeper just near the top. Then we're rewarded with a nice 3k downhill. And normally that's my favourite part of the course, but hopefully my hamstring is playing the game when we hit that bit. I was confident I'd be finishing in daylight before this day started, and even during that first leg. As it turns out, I'll be finishing in the dark tonight. The Vegemite and cheese sandwich. I was sceptical about the cheese. It did the trick. Ultramarathons. They start out fun. It's like being in a playground. It feels easy. Yeah, jumping over rocks like they're nothing. It's great. You got beautiful sunrises, beautiful scenery. It's great. The body starts falling apart. You eat in reverse. You go from feeling like shit to very shit. But on the plus side, you have moments where you feel less shit. So much harder than it would be any other time. I really struggled with my mindset. I decided I wasn't coming back. It's too old for this shit. As I got closer to that finish line, as I forced myself to run in the dark, it wasn't fast, but I started to feel alive again.
Yes, 12 bit long.
Yes.
Well, that
Oh, yes, please. There we go. Legend. Cheers.
15 hours, 30 minutes and 4 seconds. That's a long time outside, 12 hours. It was the hardest Surf Coast Century I've ever run. You could say it's a personal worst, but there's something about this race. There's something in the effort of when it's harder that just makes it so much better. I'm reminded I do these things to feel more alive.